Hello and welcome to another Tabletop Games blog Play With Me live stream. I just noticed my audio's a bit too loud. I'm going to just go down a little bit. Yeah. So today we are playing Swatch by Minerva Tabletop. And normally I've got my friends Tom and Jamie with me, but Tom can't make it today. But we have Jamie here. Hello, Jamie. How are you?
Hi there. I'm doing all right. It's chucking it down in Glasgow, so it's a bit of a grey day. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, it's quite sunny down here. I'm quite pleased. I'm just always wondering whether it's going to get too hot here in the conservatory. I sit in our conservatory. I tend to have the windows and doors shut for the noise, so we'll see. If it gets too hot, I might have to get up and open some doors and windows, let some air in. And of course, other than Jamie and myself, Oliver, we've got Scott here. Scott from Minerva Tabletop. Scott, how are you?
Hello, I'm very well, thank you.
Thanks very much for joining us and being here to teach us Swatch and play with us as well. I think it's going to be good fun.
I'm interested, excited.
I'm looking forward to it as well.
It looks pretty cool. I've played this at Aircon. I've obviously heard about it for a while, and I'm really keen to get a review copy as well quite soon, hopefully. I know there's lots of work still happening on solo modes and all that, but I'll let Scott explain all that. So what I'm going to do, Scott, if that's all right, I'm going to switch to the actual Tabletop Simulator screen so people can see what's happening, so we can see the whole table. So this game is available on Tabletop Simulator at the moment, I think, for people to try out, and then we'll come to Kickstarter. But I'll let Scott take over and maybe give us a quick introduction, if that's okay.
Yeah, certainly.
So,
Hi, I'm Scott from Minerva Tabletop, and I'm the designer of Swatch as well. So Swatch is a game where you play as artists who are all sharing a studio with other artists, in this case, Jamie and Oliver.
Yeah.
And we're all competing against each other to create our perfect colour scheme. So we're going to be grabbing and mixing colours and experimenting to ultimately create a new, unique colour scheme. So the way this works, as we can see on the board here, we've got rows of cards, which we will be drafting from to do certain actions, such as adding what we call unmixed colours, cyan, magenta, and yellow. We'll be mixing them into red, green, and blue. And then we'll be using those mixed colours to create swatches to put into our colour scheme, which is the top row along here.
Yeah, I'm just doing it.
Now,
yep, go on.
Along the way, we'll obviously be competing with each other, so you can never guarantee that you're going to get exactly what you need. So you might have to make some sacrifices. There's a few swap cards in there to allow you to change a few colours for other colours, and also mess with the opponents a bit. But at the end of the game, so the aim of the game being to finish your colour scheme of 3 swatch cards. At the end of the game, if you have any colour tokens left over, what this allows is the other players to continue for that many turns to try and win before you. Win being having their completed scheme with less colours left over than you.
Yeah, so being the first to finish doesn't mean you've won necessarily, so I quite like that about this game.
Yeah, it can lead to some very interesting interaction towards the end when you kind of realise how close people are to finishing and hoping to ruin their plans a little bit. So as Oliver mentioned, it's available as a mod on Tabletop Simulator that you can play now, which you can do by searching through the Steam Workshop, or I have a link on my social media as well, at Minerva Tabletop. And yes, it's also coming to Kickstarter in early August.
Okay. I'm just going to actually post a link to your website and the Swatch page specifically into the chat, so people can hopefully copy that out. And we'll obviously put notes in the video later on as well, so you can have links and everything there, so it should be easy to find.
That's great, thank you.
We've got someone joining the stream as well. Hello, how are you? Welcome to everyone else. Let me actually have a quick look who's in the stream. I don't know whether Richard has had a chance to join us today. No, he's not there, but a few other people. So hello, everyone. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you get a chance to quickly see the rules teach as well. So yeah, Scott, I think that covers everything. Is that right? Have we missed anything?
Yeah, that's the most of the overview. I can go into the a few of the little nitty-gritty bits.
Yeah.
So as I said before, we draft cards row by row. As we take our turns, we will place an artist beneath the card that we want to play, which we can then play or put in our hand. And we can also play a card from our hand, which will be drawing from the deck each turn as well. The add cards, when you play an add card, for instance, this 5 yellow on the top row, when you play this card, it's quite simple. You take 5 yellow cubes from the supply and add it to your palette, which is in your player area.
Cool.
And these cards exist for cyan, magenta, and yellow.
Yeah.
So just the 3 colors in the cubes.
So the base color, so to speak.
Yeah. And then we have swap cards, which, as I mentioned before, you can use to exchange tokens. Again, only for cyan, magenta, and yellow. So if you say I picked up, I had 5 yellow and I needed to get rid of one of those for a cyan, I could replace a yellow from my palette and take a cyan. Or, for instance, if Oliver or Jamie had a colour that I was looking for, then I would be able to dump an unwanted colour on them.
Oh, nice.
And take a useful one for myself.
Surely no colour is ever unwanted. It hasn't got its right time to shine.
Well, yes, that's another way of looking at it.
That's me being trying to be blindingly positive.
Yeah.
And then finally we've got the mixed cards. So when you play a mixed card, so you've got a mixed 4 here on the top row, for example. When you play that, what you'll do is you've got your mixing reference card in front of you. So let's say we wanted to make red. We would return 4 magenta and 4 yellow back to the supply, and in exchange we would take 4 red tokens as one magenta and 1 yellow and make 1 red. When you play a mixed card, you have to be able to play the maximum number. So if you have 4 magenta and 3 yellow, you couldn't play a mix 4 because it has to be 4 that you create, and it has to be all the same color. So you couldn't say go for 3 red and 1 green.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, those cards will sometimes make a little difficult decision. Do you try and wait for like a mix 3, or do you try and make it up with a mix 2 and a mix 1, like here and there, which obviously takes more actions, but
might be the only way, but sometimes. Okay. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, as we place return, we'll place our artist on the row, and then when we come to the next turn, we'll be picking cards from the row below it, and the turn order will be from left to right in order of artists.
Yep.
So the turn order can change between turns, which you can use to your advantage. For instance, if you really wanted this 3 cyan on the bottom row, you could make sure that you picked the mix 1, for instance, on the second row.
Yeah.
Which meant that you would then get first pick.
You're guaranteed to pick that. Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes you'll make a suboptimal choice in a round to make sure that you get the card that you really need in the next round.
Nice.
So yeah, you can plan your turns ahead a little bit there.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So we've each got scheme cards, which I've dealt out to us, and I've got an example here that I've flipped face up as well. If you want to show the viewers that.
Yeah.
And these guide your choices to making your scheme. So they all follow color theory, which means that no matter what, as long as you follow the guide, no matter what combination, this color scheme will look good. So I've done the work for you. All you need to do is pick the colors that you make. So say, for instance, you picked Swatch 2 as your first swatch, then this scheme, which is made up of alternate decks, means that you would then make another swatch from deck 4 and deck 6.
Okay.
I think the only last thing is the costs on each of the swatches. So again, let's look at swatch 4 as an example. There's a resource cost along the top there, which is cyan, magenta, and yellow. And what that is those are essentially the cards that you'll be looking for within the rows. So to make exactly 1 red, 3 green, and 3 blue, as seen on the bottom, you would first need 6 cyan, 4 magenta, and 4 yellow. And then once you mix those, they'll become 1 red, 3 green, 3 blue.
Yeah, I think your hand is just in the way on tabletop. So there we go. Yeah,
sorry.
that's right.
Yep. So at any point during your turn, if you have those colours that you need, then you can spend those red, green, and blue to make a swatch. And I believe that's everything.
Cool. I think it all makes sense. I think with all these games, once you've played around, I think it'll all start to flow. Quick shout out actually to Richard and Paul. They're both on the stream here. Richard from Winner Wizards and Paul from Gaming Rules. Paul's just saying we have to remember to talk about Virtual GridCon at the end, because Scott, you're running some demos there as well. So we'll give a quick shout out now, but I'm going to post a link and all that as well at the end. So
that's cool.
Are we ready to then basically, I guess, choose our color schemes? Is that how we start?
Yes. So we can keep our schemes secret from each other. So you can put the card into your hand if you like, and then you'll be able to see it. And then it adds a bit of intrigue as we try and find out what each other might be picking from, because there'll be a certain crossover of our schemes, so we might be actually aiming for the same color. And you get to a point later in the game where you think you've worked out what each person's scheme is, and you might then try and mess with them a bit.
Yeah. So for the people watching this live, this is my scheme. So all the schemes, as Scott said, need 3 swatches, 3 of those, numbered 1 to 6 up there. Just depends on what the combination is. So you can see mine there. And we'll try and work towards that. What's actually on the card is just an example, so I don't have to choose those 3 swatches, but it just gives you an idea of what the combination is. So things like odds, evens, complementary colors and things like that, was it? Opposite colors, and
yeah.
So there's all sorts of things in there.
Yeah. So the premise is that you can choose any color as your starting color, because really we want people to be able to play by picking their favorite colors and then making a scheme around that.
And Richard's saying we're using proper color theory. Yes, we are. I mean, Scott's done all the work. We're just following, the cards and things. But yes.
Yeah. For any design nerds such as myself in the audience, you'll notice, the terms refer to proper color theory, which I had a lot of fun doing additional research into.
Yeah.
Walking in the footsteps of colourful giants.
Richard really likes the colors, by the way, as well. So, see, another compliment. Or loves the colours was the words that you used.
Yeah, there's another step of fun as well once we've made our swatches. But
we'll get to that.
I'll wait till we get to that so Jamie can experience this for the first time.
I can't wait. Oh, it's something. It's like a secret ending. I can't wait for this.
Yeah. So Jamie hasn't played this before. Obviously, Scott several times in during the lifetime of this, and I've played it
only a few times.
And I've played it once at Aircon. So this is going to be good fun. So if Scott doesn't win, then he's a very good teacher. Right. So. Are we ready then? We're happy with our schemes? Do we know what they mean? Any questions? Or shall we just launch straight in?
Yeah, Jamie, if you have any questions, feel free to fire them at me.
Thank you very much.
So we'll begin by finding out who the first player will be.
Okay.
Which I have a simple question: who was the last person to paint something?
Gosh, I haven't painted for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Do you count spray painting? Because last week I spray painted some Warhammer miniatures.
Yep, absolutely.
That counts. Yeah, you win.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks since I've done any miniature painting. So
there you
Jamie,
go.
you get the honour of being first player. So the first thing we do in each round is we draw a card from the action deck. So if you want to each grab a card.
Okay.
And so each turn we'll be placing our artist on the row and choosing one of those cards, and then we can also play a card from our hand.
Paul, apparently, if you were playing, Paul would win because he's painting right now, so... Never mind,
enough.
Next time.
I think I'm going to play quite simply and go.
Yep, yeah, that's a smart choice. Get as many colours as you can to begin
Start with,
Yep.
because you don't know.
So when you play your card straight away, it's quite easy.
Yep,
you do as Jamie's doing, grab the colours and pop it in the discard pile. And so then going clockwise for the first round, go here.
And then you could play the card in hand as well, Jamie, if you wanted to.
So if you've got a card in your hand that adds colours as well, you can do.
In that case, I will actually, if that's okay.
Yep, feel free. Oh, very nice.
I shall take some magenta. And obviously, with the what's the words I'm trying to say here? My head. There is no limit to how many colors, like how many resources you can hold. It's obviously just at the end of the game, you need to make sure that you've used it all up as much as possible.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so it doesn't matter how you get the colors, as long as you get the colors you need. But then you don't want to have as little leftover color as possible at the end. Otherwise, you'll give the other players more time to try and beat you.
Cool.
And there's no hand limit either, is that right? For the cards you've got in hand.
Yeah, there's no hand limit either. Yeah. You can, so as I said, like you have an action to play a card in the row and play a card from your hand. If there's cards in your hand you definitely don't need, you can use your action to discard one.
Okay.
At the end of the game, if two people are eligible to win in the same turn, then the tiebreaker is how many cards are in your hand, because then it comes down to whether you've used your actions most efficiently. So that's something to bear in mind.
Okay, yeah.
Cool.
Well,
so
choices are a bit limited, aren't they?
I'm going to remind myself of what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Smart. I'm going to grab this mix 2 and pop it in my hand. And that's my turn done. I'm not going to play anything from my hand because the card gods have not smiled on me yet.
Yeah, similar sort of thing here. So I'm going to go for... It doesn't really matter, one of those. So let me actually zoom into that a bit more. So can I do the swap or a mix? I might actually go for swap and put that in my hand for now, because it might come in handy. And no, I'm not going to play any cards either.
Okay, cool.
So now we're going...
That's the first round done. So we refill the empty spots and draw a card into our hand.
Okay.
Flip these over. Okay, so now we can see. So once we reach the bottom row, we'll go back to the top and continue picking
background.
Like that.
Okay. So we draw another card. Did you say?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Jamie's got his, so I'm going to get mine. Not what I was hoping for. And so now the next turn, the next round is from left to right. So that means that I'll get to go first, then Oliver, then Jamie. So I'm going to treat myself to some colour.
Yay.
3 magenta.
I may have just hogged a lot of the colour in that first turn. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'll just grab all the colour I can.
No, it's a smart move.
It's the wise choice, yeah.
And yep, that's just me for now.
Okay, well, there isn't really much choice after this, but I want to go earlier, I think, so I'm going to go for that one on the left here, just to mix one. And I haven't got any other cards useful in my hand, so just draw that, and that's it.
That's exactly what I did in the previous round. I was like, well, I know there's a colour on the next round, so I'll just go furthest to the left.
Exactly. Which left me stranded.
Last. The agony of choice.
Yeah.
So, Jamie, as you're the last player to place his artist in the round, you do have another option. Say none of these cards that are remaining appeal to you. Mm-hmm. What you can do is you can skip this row and pick from the row below.
Ooh.
Now, obviously, the upside to this is that you get to guarantee first pick of this row. However, when myself and Oliver place our artists on this row, you don't get to pick another card. So you get one less card, but you might get a card that's a bit better.
Skip a turn, but you might get first. Well, you get first pick instead.
I am going to just mix 3 straight away.
You got the look.
I was going to say,
choice.
you got those colours to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's more colours for us.
So that's 3 yellow and 3 magenta, which makes I'll get 3 red. Oh, that's the wrong one.
You can always just delete them because they're
Fair.
infinite bags. Glory of infinite bags.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I wish
I
knew how Tabletop Simulator works. I'd like to see, trying to create games yourself, but it's such a huge thing to learn, I guess. I mean,
and so now we draw another card.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Any luck this time? Where's it gone? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's not looking any better.
Well, on the right side, you get first pick of this round. So.
Yeah, that's the only luck that we've got. And I'm going to stay first position and go for this card. And I'm going to, let me just change camera view, discard it straight away to grab myself 5 cyan. And I was left click and then right click, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got a stack of 5 cyan there, all shuffled up.
I think I'll go for that.
And I'm not playing any other cards, so yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to grab myself this 5 yellow here.
Bye, Paul. See you later.
See you later, Paul.
He just had a 10-minute break, started at 7:30 this morning, apparently. And he's got
He's
a hard-working chap, isn't he?
He is. He's got a 2 p.m. stream as well. I'm not quite sure what it is today. I should check. But obviously go to youtube.com/ I think it's Gaming Rules Vids. But just look for Gaming Rules on Google and you'll find it for sure.
Yeah, he posted his schedule this morning, but I can't remember what it was he was playing.
Well, he's one of my Patreon supporters, so I should look it up and let people know, like Richard from Weird Wizards as well. 2 very good people.
I am going to play a card from my hand, actually.
Ooh,
sorry. I should have mentioned that before. I was just deliberating.
Oh, no, I'm too eager. You know my secrets.
That's fine. It'll make no difference to what you do. I'm going to mix 2 magenta and 2 yellow and treat myself to 2 red.
I'll just do what I did there and grab myself 3 cyan.
Cool. Right. Refill the row.
So yeah, Paul's streaming Europe Divided at 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Yep. And we all grab a card for our hand. Well, finally, something different.
Yeah, I've had 2 of the same. The last time, I'm like, oh.
Well, at least I'm set for later in the game. That's the main thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the cards will be useful.
There'll be lots of mixing and things going on later.
When you've completed a swatch, do you immediately say I've done it and then you cash it in?
You can choose. So the moment you have enough to create a swatch, you can cash it in and grab it, or you can wait a little bit longer and kind of build up towards your next one. Obviously, the longer you take, the more likely it is that someone else will take the swatch off the top of the deck, and the one below might have a different resource cost. So
fair enough.
It's up to you.
Cool. So
you've got first pick again.
Yes, finally. So given that I got cyan, I'm just going to have a look. So cyan and yellow would give me green. Now, as we said earlier, it doesn't really matter what swatch I start with for my scheme. So I might as well just grab 4 yellow immediately. And no, I'm not going to mix them yet because we'll see. So I'm just going to pick my 2, 3, 4. I said 4 yellows, and then maybe that was 5. I have to put 1 back. But that's all. I'm not going to play any other cards.
Okay.
There you go.
So
staying in pole position though.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. Right. quickly remind me of which colour I'm going for. It's the only downside to Tabletop Simulator. You can see your hands kind of drifting over the cards that you're looking at.
Yeah. So that's what's up there.
I'll just gently move them back and forth so nobody knows.
Spin around slightly. Right.
So for people who are watching that, these are the colours that we're working towards. As I say, I'm not quite sure what I'm going for specifically, but there's potentially a couple that look quite useful for the resources I've got.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play 4 magenta from my hand.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to hop on over to this swap 1, I think. Now,
who's he stealing from?
Have a look. So I've got a few spare that I can. And I'm going to go. I'm going to swap one of my magenta for one of Oliver's cyan, I think.
That's very nice of you. Thank you very much.
Well, I thought you might want one of each colour at least, so...
It's true, actually.
Help you out a bit.
Very helpful, thank you. That's changed things a little bit of what I might be aiming for, but there's still options there, so we're okay.
I
haven't committed myself yet.
I will play... I'm going to play 5 magenta first.
Chucking the cubes around.
Chucking it about. I don't care anymore. I do care, don't worry. And I'm going to mix.
Nice.
3 of that magenta and 3 of that cyan to get 3 blue.
Yep.
Oh, going with multiple mixed colours. Now you're just showing off.
He's inching in on one of those swatches up there. What is
I'm pretending I'm knowing what I'm doing. I think it's working.
You suddenly got us confused. And so, look, what might we be working towards? Well, it could be any of these, really. We shall see. So, yes, right. Scott refilling the row.
Card into our hand.
I'll grab one of those cards. Are we any better this time?
Ooh, that is interesting.
Is it? That's good for you.
Interesting in a mixed kind of way. I did something similar. I played a game last night with my fiance, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to do this because I need these colors." And then I drew exactly the card that I needed the next turn. I was like, "Well, if I play this now, I'm going to end up with too much of everything."
Right. Yeah. Right. So it's me to go first.
Yeah, you're making a habit of this now, aren't you?
I am. I just need to look at my hand. What have we got? I think I can play this card to mix 3. I can mix 3 cyan and yellow. I think that's right. Let me just double check at the top there what are the options. Yeah, we could go for that. So cyan and yellow would make green. So if I mix 3 cyan, I should probably do that a bit quicker, but there we go. That jumped out. 3 of those and 3 of these. If I can actually put it in the bag. A bit drunk today.
Oh my.
And then the cards jump in the way. Right. To get 3 green. So that's 1 card played from hand, but I still have to place my little friend here. I think I'm just going to stick with pole position to be boring and just draw this card. I'm not going to do any swapsies at the moment. I'm ending up with lots of cards in hand though, but there we go, that's me done.
Okie dokie, right. I think, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to play 6 cyan from my hand.
Nice. I seem to be a bit colours soft in this game for some reason.
And then I'm going to. What have I got? Oh, that's annoying. It's literally every mix card except what I want. So, I'm going to actually go for this mix 4.
Ooh.
Okay.
And I'm going to mix 1, 2, 3, 4 magenta and 1, 2, 3, 4 cyan. Get myself 4 blue.
So how do you delete those?
Just hover over it in backspace.
Oh, okay, cool. Just that might be a bit quicker. So it's not too boring, me moving cubes around.
So, yeah, that's my turn done.
Okay.
Don't forget, Jamie, as you're the last person to place, if you want to
skip ahead,
then you're free to. End the tyranny of Oliver's first place.
Sadly, it's not going to be this day. I'm going to get myself some 5 cyan. Ooh. And then I'm going to... Is this a chance for me to get second place?
Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness!
What a treat!
I know. It's the little things, you know what I mean? I'm going to swap. I'm going to take 1 magenta.
Oh, here we go. You can do it with a bank. It doesn't have to be one of us.
I know. I know. And for that reason alone...
You're going to pick on me, aren't you?
I'm not going to pick on you. I'm actually going to pick on Scott, if that's right.
Okay.
Golden rule.
Always the designer.
It's not about a golden rule. It's more of a guideline. Yeah. Cool.
And then that's it, is it?
That's
finished
for the round.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, that was an empty.
Nope. Dropped it on the table. Alright, come on. Very useless cards. So I might have to hog the front row again. Right, are we all ready for this? So I'm going to do this.
Oh, he's the magenta baron.
Take 2 magenta.
Here we go.
That 2, yeah. But then I'm also going to play a card from my hand. And it's going to be the 1 Swapsy card. And as we just said, we have to attack the designer. So sorry. Check. Swap a sign for a yellow, just to slow you down because we know what you're
not what I was looking for.
And that's me done.
No, Scott. You, obviously, this is a question that might have no relation at all to what I have on my card. Talking about opposite decks. Here. So if, for example, 1 is the opposite 6?
The opposite is in the colour wheel, so it would be 4.
Okay, so it's
3 along,
2, 3
basically.
away.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, thank you.
And you sort of have it in the logo, don't you? I was looking at that earlier when you explained that 2, the orange, is sort of opposite to 5 here on the table as well. I don't know whether...
Do you know what?
Helps.
I should have actually just looked at the
logo,
because that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, I only noticed that when he was explaining it. I thought, oh, that is quite good. So there you go. So that might help.
Nice,
all according to plan. Yeah, there are obviously a few more swatches in the logo than there are. There's like more than 6.
Yeah.
In the logo than there are decks. But yeah, that's pretty much.
It still seems.
How it works. The swatch decks used to be arranged in a circle on the board, but I found that it was quite difficult for players at certain angles to read certain ones. So
right,
we went for
fair enough.
A slightly simplified row instead.
I'm going to take my second place position and throw it away.
Going last.
All that hard work.
But you need to do your mixing, do you?
3 each, yep, and I'll get 3 green.
I'll discard that card for you.
I'm going to announce now that I've claimed a swatch.
Oh, here we go. Let's have a look.
I'm going to go for 4.
So 1 red, 3 green, and 3 blue. There we go. So drag that away. And then we can see that underneath now the green is a slight different shade and needs slightly different resources, different colors to be mixed.
So 3 green, 3 blue, and 1 red.
There we go.
Cool. And then...
Yeah, you can still play a card, can't you?
And then I'm going to mix one.
Why not? Why are you here?
One cyan magenta to get
a blue.
One blue.
Yeah. Cool. That was a nice move. I like that.
Nice big turn for you. Oh, so Jamie, as you're the first person to create a swatch, you can flip your swatch over and get a full sample of the colour. And they all have their individual names as well. Which I think that one is...
Itsy Bitsy Teely Weely.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I need to zoom into this, don't I? So people can see. Go the other way on the table.
I can see your cursor kind of drunkenly...
Yeah, I'm just trying to zoom in. I don't know what the easiest way is.
If you hit the... Option key, Alt key on Windows, I think, over the card.
There we go. Yeah, that's quicker. Yeah, so I'm not used to Tabletop Simulator that well. So here we go. That's the color. Right, so it is Scott's go now.
Now it's time to play catch up. Okay. Right. So actually, it's kind of paid off that I've got too many colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop over and use this swap.
Oh no, I got too many colors. How am I going to cope?
And I need to return a yellow to my possession. So
tit for tat, is it? Tit for tat.
Give you this one here. But I don't want this to escalate any further. So from my hand, I'm going to play a mix 2.
Let's get rid of them
I'm
now.
going to mix that stolen color together, and I'm going to make 2 green.
Nice.
And we have a quick look. And I can now make my first swatch.
Hey.
So
typical.
I'm going to claim swatch number 5.
Rather than waiting.
Spending 2 red, 2 green, and 3 blue. 2 red, 2 green, 3 blue.
Nice.
I'm going to flip that one over and reveal what up a lavender.
What nice.
So some of the names of the swatches are ones that I've come up with, and some of them are actually from playtesting the game over the last year and a half, and people who I've playtested with. When they've made their swatches, I've allowed them to write their own names on there, and some of them were so good that they've made it into this current deck.
Nice. Yeah.
But I'm leaving some options open when we reach the Kickstarter campaign for people to be able to pledge to name their own card as well.
That's a good idea, yeah. So have you got...
It's been quite a popular thing.
You got any plans for the Kickstarter yet, when that's going to go live? Any sort of schedules in mind yet?
So August 4th is a pretty solid launch date now.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was going to be launched to coincide with the UK Games Expo.
Yeah.
Originally in May, obviously that got pushed back. Then in August, and then it just disappeared altogether. But I thought I'd keep my plans and head for August.
Yeah, so I think it's a good date. And you've got these live streams going now, so hopefully enough people know about it, and we can keep pushing it.
Yeah, I've been getting the word out for a while now, and it's really nice to see like familiar faces and familiar names popping up, especially like on the stream on Friday and today's stream.
Yeah,
people who've played it like several times now, like at several shows. It's very cool. So
cool. So just a quick catch up. I've just played the 4 cyan, so I could grab myself 4 cyan. I'm going to now play from my hand the mix 3. Sorry, carry on though.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the Kickstarter, because, like I said, it's been a year and a half since I first developed the game, and I always kind of thought that I wanted to publish it myself, because I've had the look to be able to do it before with other projects. But yeah, the idea of being able to publish a game that I designed and done pretty much all the artwork for as well was, quite a...
was going to say, people
nice
don't
project
realize
for me.
that you've done pretty much the whole game, really, from start to end.
Yeah, so it's only until this month, really, other than playtesting, which obviously you can't do without
No.
without all the wonderful playtesters that I've played with in the last year and a half. But yeah, until this month, the development and design and graphic design and everything about the game was done by me. And now that I've started developing a solo mode, I've brought a professional in, someone who knows what he's doing and is very experienced. So yeah, we're developing a solo mode at the moment, which is I don't have many details at the moment, but as soon as we've got something a bit more solid, I'll be speaking about it, because we'll also be looking for playtesters
for that
for the solo mode as well. So if anyone's interested, feel free to get in contact on my social media or email or whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to paste the link to your website and the Swatch page again in this chat if anyone's watching. Hopefully you can copy that out. I'll put in the description of the videos and that as well, so people can get in touch with you. But yeah, solo modes are nice to have, and I guess you will have it obviously ready by the time the product is ready to be shipped to people after the Kickstarter and all that. So
yeah. So we're hoping to have pretty much a fully developed version by the Kickstarter launch to show off. So yeah, we might be able to even have like a little print and play version for people to test it out. But yeah, at the very least, we'll have a proof of concept and some videos explaining how it will work.
Nice.
Right, I realised that I've been.
It's okay.
And it's actually my turn.
And I've just realised I've mixed the wrong colours as well. I was mixing cyan and magenta to make red. That's not right. So let me rectify that now, actually, because I was chatting as well and I was thinking about it. I want blue. 1, 2, 3. There you go.
Oh, can you?
So if you left click, hold left click, and then right click and select. Yeah,
really handy.
Yeah. So every right click adds one more. So that's quite nice.
You said before the stream that I'd be the one that's showing you what to do. You're schooling me in this.
Well, I only saw this on Paul's stream on Friday, so I didn't know about that either. So I was watching the Swatch live stream that Paul Grogan did on Gaming Rules, and just to say hello first of all, and obviously get a feel for the Tabletop Simulator, and this came up, so that was quite a useful thing. But these guys are duplicating cubes and things. I haven't done that yet. I'm just going to drag them from the back.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Right. So I've just grabbed 6 magenta from the row, and also going to play a mix 1 and grab myself another blue.
Well, I'm going to get you there as well. I'm going to grab myself a blue. I'm playing a mix 1.
There's a bit of race going on. I wonder what's going on.
Thank you very much. It's hard, but I'm just going to take that into my hand.
Cool. See what we got.
Oof.
Nice.
Nice variety now, after the great colour drought of round 1 to 3.
Yeah, there's a bit more. I don't necessarily need to hog the beginning, but I might still stay in pole position. I'm just trying to work out now. I probably want some reds. I've got some blues and greens here, but all these will require some reds. So maybe it's time for me to get some magentas and yellows. So as I said, I'm going to stick to pole position and grab 5 magenta.
Cool. I don't forget to draw a card as well from the
yeah. I forgot that. Good point, thank you. That might change things, we'll see. Let's have a look.
When you draw a card from the deck, if you hover over it and press 1, and then when you take your cursor away, it puts 1 straight into your hand.
Okay, cool.
So you don't have to drag it over to your hand. You can do that for any number of cards, but obviously in this game you only tend to draw 1.
That's 3. Is it 3 or 4? What have I got there?
That's the precarious pile you've got there.
Yeah. 4 you got there.
4, so I need 1 more. And that is me done, unfortunately. I haven't got enough colours because people don't let me have colours.
How dare you? We have any colour
first pick for the past few rounds.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering what I need as well, actually. Okay, I'm just going to hop down here and I'm going to grab this mix 4 for me. And nothing from my hand for the time being.
Okay.
I'm going to play some 4 cyan, because I need...
There you go.
And then I'm going to take... Ooh. I'm going to take that into my hand.
Cool.
Right, so I'm just gonna. Oh. So I'm just gonna flip this to make a new deck.
Shuffle it?
Good old shuffle. Yeah. We don't want you doing any card counting, do we, Jamie?
No, I
Remembering
mean,
the exact order that those last 30 cards were played in.
Yeah.
I mean, my memory is shocking. I can't remember what happened 5 minutes ago.
And then 1 into our hand.
Okay. So that colour drought is ending. I'm relinquishing pole position. There you go, just to get 6 yellow. Do I want to mix anything? What have we got card-wise? They're not looking brilliant. So now I'm just going to take 6 yellow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's me done.
Okay.
Your palette is kind of just slowly encroaching on the rest of the board.
Yeah. I'm collecting resources and then spending them all in one go.
I believe that's 5. Yes, that is 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I will mix 4.
Nice.
Wow.
I think Jamie's
Racing
worked out
ahead.
how the game works.
Yeah, no trouble.
You say that.
We might have to do some sabotage.
Yeah, slow him down. We'll
Stay
see.
in the game.
Sabotage, little old me. Little old me.
Let him get the second swatch out, and then we'll see. If I'm still at 0 at that point, then I definitely will sabotage him.
I then have enough to claim my second swatch.
Oh no, don't.
It's 4 again.
Here we go.
Which is 4 green, 2 blue, and 1 red.
Nice. And then if you flip that over.
Elven Cloak. Ooh.
So we'll have a look. Yeah, Elven Cloak there. Nice. Okay.
Alright,
So,
well,
Scott.
since you took all the other yellow cards, I guess I'll have this measly 2.
Lovely. Keep me in first position again.
Oh, actually, no, I just realised I have other options, don't I? It's the
Swapping
first time I've
things.
placed last, so I could jump ahead a row
You could.
and treat myself.
Go on,
You
treat
know,
yourself.
yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm
Hey.
gonna invoke the law of last place.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that 3,
The ancient and inimitable right of Bagsy.
Yeah.
and let's see. I'm also gonna play. No, I'm not, because I don't have that card in my hand. Somehow, out of all of the mixed cards in my hand, I don't have the one I need.
Everything you wanted. isn't
You know
there?
what? Yeah, I'll have to leave it there.
Okay.
So refill that row. There we go. Draw a card.
My hand size getting bigger and bigger.
That's a sizable hand you got there.
Yeah, none of them are particularly useful. That's the problem.
I'm sure they are.
They will come in handy later, I'm sure.
One day. but
One
it's
day.
Not this day.
No. So I'm going to see what's up there and what I've got. So in my area down here, I've got 3 blues and 3 greens, which is a good start. It could give me that one. I just need 1 red to do that. And then for my swatch, let's see, can I do that? Yeah. If I go for that card to start with, then you guys can see what other 2 cards I need if I have the number 4 swatch. So I might go for that. So to do that, obviously I do need some reds. I've got yellows and magentas already to mix reds. So I probably want to mix at least 3. So I'm going to do that one. Mix 3. So I can mix 1. Oop. So hover over it. 3 magenta and 3. Oh, I keep clicking it when I meant to backspace it. 3 yellows should give me 1, 2, 3 reds. And then trying to clear out my hand a little bit. I think that's a 2. I've got another mix 2 in my hand. So I'm going to mix. Yeah, why not go for the magenta? 2 more magenta. Oh, 2 more magenta and 2 more yellows to give me 2 more reds. And then, hopefully, if I make some room here, I can actually place 1 swatch down.
Hey!
And it is the number 4 swatch, if I'm not mistaken.
Everybody loved number 4.
Yeah. So, is it Q and E to rotate?
It's F to flip it, and you can use a mouse wheel or Q and E.
Oh, wait a minute. You've got 2 there, I believe.
Oh, have I? Sorry, I've
Yeah.
dragged too many. Sorry, mate. Yeah, drag it all back. Yeah, I've cleared the stack, haven't I?
Ah, there we go. Yeah, it's not very often we get an empty swatch deck, so I was interested to see.
Oh, I dragged it. Turned it too far. There. So what did I need? So let's hover over that again. So it's 1 red, 3 green, 3 blue, 1 red, and then basically all my blue and greens gone. And then I can flip it. And we can see it is the Spark. Not very exciting, but I've got my first card out. Yay! And that's
Very
me
nice.
done.
Right.
Cool.
I had a plan, and I can't remember what it is now. Right.
I took too long, that's what it is.
No, it absolutely was not. It's just me going, So
Lots
it.
of, yeah.
Lots of magenta. And then I am going to
So while Jamie is looking, I'm going to have a look up here.
And then I'm going to take 6 cyan.
Just our luck, isn't it? As Jamie's gearing up for his last swatch, all the swap cards abandoned us.
Yeah. Well, I've got a big hand, so we'll see what happens.
You've been keeping them all up your sleeve.
Yeah. But then Jamie is going first. So
Very true.
we'll see. He might finish the game in one foul swoop.
That's not going to happen. I like what you're going for. I like the suggestion. And you know what? Part of me would be very keen to do that. However,
You haven't quite enough resources.
haven't quite enough resources. Quite enough.
Nearly there, nearly there.
So I'll play my 6 yellow.
Right.
And then I'm going to mix 4.
Why not?
Why not, indeed?
Okay.
And I am going to get rid of 4 magenta, 4 yellow, to get
4 red.
4 red.
Nice.
Well.
So I've got 3 red, which is... No, I've got 4 red. Okay.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to.
So viewers at home, this is what I'm going for next, potentially. We'll see if I get the opportunity.
Going to grab myself some cyan. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to play a mix 2 from my hand. I'm going to make myself 2 yellow, 2 cyan to get 2 green.
Nice.
There we go.
Okay, I'm going to... Shame you can't play 2 cards. Can you play 2 cards from your hand? No, you can't.
No.
Only one from your hand, yeah.
That would be really useful at the moment. I'm still going to play this to give me 2 cyan.
You sure I've got plenty of cyan here if you wanted it.
Yeah, I probably should. Maybe next round, but maybe it's too late by then. And then I'm going to do... what else do I need? Actually, yeah, for the blues I need some magenta. So I'm going to grab 5 magenta as well. Okay.
Oh, that was
just
dramatic.
Throw them everywhere. Throw my toys out of the pram. And that's me done then.
Oh, look at that. I get to go first.
I should do a smiley face like Emma did on the Gaming Rules stream.
Oh, yeah. Right, okay. Oh, yeah, draw a card.
And look, and there's all the swap cards.
Yep. Got a few more turns. Might be too late by then.
Yeah. We'll see what it can steal. So remind myself what I need.
I'm going to play a mix 2 from a hand. A mix 2 cyan and 2 magenta. To get 2 more blue.
Nice.
Then I'm going to hop on over here and mix 1. And mix this yellow and magenta to make a red. I'm going to make myself another swatch.
Hey.
So I'm going to grab one from number 5.
Oh, what is it? Oh, very
1
nice
red,
color.
2 green, and 4 blue.
Nice.
And flip it.
Blue steel.
Blue steel indeed. It is a nice color.
Really, really, really good looking.
And that's my turn.
Okay. I'm going to play a mix 2 1 magenta and 1 cyan to get a blue.
Nice.
And then I'm going to another mix card for another magenta and another cyan to get another blue.
Cool. He's closing in. What color is he closing in on? What swatch?
I think I know what he's going for, and annoyingly, I don't think we can stop him because he's got too many of each
Too
color.
many resources. So how many do I need to steal?
You need to take either all his yellow or all of his cyan.
All right. Okay.
So yeah, there's a 1 swap up there, but unless you have 2 swaps in your hand, then
I do.
Well.
So do we want to extend the stream to past 12 o'clock or? No, I'm not going to be that mean. I'm going to literally just try and see whether I can complete a second swatch at least.
Be as mean as you like.
Nah, it's okay.
It'd take a lot of gang up to stop you, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say. So I'm going to mix 1. So I'm going to mix the magenta and the cyan to make blue. Is that right? Yeah. Let me just double check whether that's what I actually needed. Yeah. And then I can play for my hand, if I can find it in my hand. No, that's a 1. Should have another 2 card here. Mix 2 to mix 2 yellows and 2 cyan to make 2 green. Oh, and then I can make another swatch.
Very nice.
That one. Oh, not that one. That one. Right. So how about I'm just press 1, was it? Okay, so I got it in my hand. I'm going to actually flip it over again. And then can we place it there? So yeah, let me just double check. So it's 4 red, 2 green, 1 blue. 4 red.
No.
2 green. and 1 blue. And then if we flip that over, we should be able to see that I've got a Benidorm Goth. Okay, interesting. Not the color I was expecting, but there we go. So I got 2 swatches. At least I feel better about it now.
Good.
Right. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I think, is that's an interesting choice I have ahead of me. So I'm going to play this 4 yellow from my hand. 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to hop on over and take that mix 3. I'm going to make myself 3
reds, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Jamie is making his master plan.
Yeah.
Going to hop on. Oh, no, I'm not. Yes, I am. Because I remember what you said earlier. Hop on to the mix 3. Get myself 3 green.
Yep.
But here's where I come undone somewhat. I have enough to complete my last swatch. It's number 1.
Yay.
Oh, I didn't see that one come in.
So that's 4 red. 2 blue and 1 green.
Yeah.
Does mean that I quite possibly will lose it. And that my colour is Bubblegum Charlie.
Nice.
But it does mean I now have 4 turns of doing nothing.
Yes. So this is the interesting bit now.
What happens now is Jamie's artist goes to the end of the next row.
Okay.
We continue our turns as normal. And at the end of each round, Jamie discards one of his colour tokens. And when he reaches 0, he wins. Unless one of us is able to do so beforehand.
I have a feeling you probably will, but
we shall see. I don't know. I need to actually quickly double check. What do I need for my last swatch? Okay. And I've got some of those, which is useful. Okay, so what do I need?
I'm essentially waiting for one specific card to come up.
Oh my goodness.
And if it doesn't come up, then I think that you'll win.
Alright, I'm just going to try and catch up with these guys. So I'm going to get 2, 3, 4, 5 yellows. And hang on, can I mix something yet? That's where I should remember the color. So I can mix some reds. Okay. And
oh yeah, Jamie, if you want to flip your scheme over as well so people can see.
My scheme is
complementary, I believe.
It's complementary colours. The scheme must be made with swatches from the same or opposite deck.
Let's have a look. Yeah, there you go. So I'm doing a mix 2. I'm going to mix 2 cyan and 2 yellows to make 2 reds.
That card.
My fault.
And that's it.
Oh yeah, discard as well.
Oh yeah, because Jamie took that.
In his excitement.
Am I excited? My giddiness. I keep forgetting to discard.
All right, cool. Let's see what we've got here.
Oh.
Nice.
And then I draw 1. That is not what I was hoping for.
What have I got? Okay.
So it's the end of the next round. So it's whenever we get to the end of the round when I'm on.
Yeah, so now Oliver and I will take our turn and then you'll discard.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I need those things. Okay, so Okay.
Whoop, didn't mean that.
Just very subliminally telling Oliver where he should go.
Never.
So, what did you show? I wasn't even watching.
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's all fine.
No, I'm not going to sabotage Scott if that's what you're indicating. I got the cards in hand to do that anyway, so it's just the colors I need aren't out there. You know, the sign that I will need is like 2 turns away. So I'm just going to top up some yellow. And I probably don't actually need it. I probably could count it out now, but and then I can do one more mix, I think. Yeah, I might as well do a 1 mix because I've got the cards in hand, and mix another magenta and yellow to make another red. And that's me done. At least I'm in pole position for the next row.
I'm going to play 5 magenta from my hand, which isn't really what I was looking for.
At least some people have color cards in their hand.
And then I'm going to grab a swap 1
quiet.
and take one of those. And then at that point, Jamie, you get to discard
one of yours. Okay.
Token.
Oh yeah.
I think at
I didn't discard
this point, it's not possible for me to win in 3 turns.
Do you want to call it now, or do you want to play to the end?
I'm just having a look at what's available and working out. No, because by the time I finish my scheme, I'll still have more colour left over than Jamie, for sure. I
was going to say, yeah. Well, I think people have seen how this works and get an idea that we basically keep playing now until Jamie's run out of tokens, and then if we then also have 3 swatches, it's then still down to how many colors you got in your pool there. So unless you then are down to 0 as well, you can't really do anything. So
so we would have had 3 more turns to try and finish our scheme, but when we finished, we would have had to have less color tokens than Jamie did. So obviously, each turn it gets harder to beat him. And those I was looking for. I think I worked out that if there was a 3 cyan card, then I had everything I needed in hand and available to be able to do it just before you. Yeah. And then obviously it never appeared. So
well,
I had to change tactic.
You never know. There's still time to draw cards.
Oh yeah, I've added far too many colours now because I went for more magenta and then tried to swap them over instead.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, so we are just behind Jamie. So well deserved, Jamie. Well played.
Well done.
And we got
that was just me going. I think this will work. Oh no, I've made too many.
he did. You did perfectly.
No, that's pretty good. Ending a scheme with 3 or 4 colours is usually the average, but every now and again you get an exceptional game when you can finish with 0, which is a great feeling. You know that you've played your best then.
Yeah. Most efficient. No, it's good.
Yeah.
So this was Swatch, and it's great fun. So what do you guys think of it? Maybe Jamie, given that you haven't played it before, what sort of your first impressions of this game?
First impressions is quite quick, which is nice. It's very simple to teach, very kind of intuitive after the first turn or so. Again, as you mentioned, that kind of style of pole position, blocking, taking cards into your hand, which I kept forgetting about for a wee while.
Oh yeah, you still won, so.
but still, it's I really enjoy, and I learning a bit more about color theory, which I've been kind of aware of, but not really explored in any doubt. So I enjoyed that. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, I mean the theme definitely is quite unique. I haven't seen any games at this sort of level anyway that use colors as a theme, and it's really clever. I mean, you think the theme quite boring, but the game itself as you said, there's adjusting for position, getting the right cards, but not too many resources, then fighting for the schemes at the top there and getting the right sort of, color mixed in the right time. And then once someone else gets there first, and obviously you have to change your plan slightly. I think what doesn't come across on Tabletop Simulator so much is obviously, I kept zooming in and out of the different colors at the top of the schemes there. And, they obviously would be in front of you on the table. You could more easily see them. It's not quite so easy. So I felt I have to keep zooming in and out to remind myself of what I needed. But so when you play it for real, you don't have that problem. You're sitting there, you can see it and everything. It's an easy reach.
Yeah, you can see everything from a quick glance.
And as I say, I love the way the game ends, that you cannot be guaranteed to win unless you basically always have to make sure you're as efficient as possible. So you're trying to end with as few colors in your hand, so to speak, as possible to then reduce the chances. Yeah.
That's the thing that kind of that made me go, yeah, this is that's my one of my favorite mechanics from it is you win, but have you won?
Yeah.
As you said, being efficient.
Yeah. So that
it kind of it speeds the pace up as well towards the end, because obviously, people watching this might be thinking, oh well, you finish and then you sit there for like 4 turns doing nothing until you win. Well, because obviously there's less turns taken, then the pace increases each turn, and the pressure's on the other players to try and win as well. So it kind of the curve goes quickly upwards towards the end, because you realise that, oh no, I can't do it, I'm out or whatever, or other people start finishing and it's just like one person taking the last 2 turns, desperately trying to scrabble for first position.
And I think you're still invested. I mean, some games, you feel like you're sitting it out, but you're still invested in the game because you do sort of see what other people are doing. And I think, depending on your games group, you might actually make suggestions like Jamie was saying, oh, go here, Oliver, to stop Scott from catching up. And,
I never did that. It was an accident. I'm not going to live this down, am I?
Well, it's okay. He didn't mean to, but that's the sort of things that I think our games group would probably do, just, ribbing each other and saying, oh, go there and, helping each other out. So, and as I say, it's only a few turns. You usually end up at the end anyway if you play well.
Yeah.
Richard was saying he really likes this game as well. Thanks, Richard. So, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Wizards.
Great to hear.
So, let's do the spiel then, I guess. So this, as we said, is available on Tabletop Simulator at the moment for you guys to try and play yourself. And then it'll come to Kickstarter in August. Obviously, there'll be more streams. Have you got any more streams planned? Any sort of stuff? Obviously, you've got the GridCon stuff at the weekend.
Yep. So on Friday and Saturday, I'll be running demos of Swatch at GridCon, which is Paul Grogan's virtual convention, which is taking place from Friday to Sunday.
Yes, I've just posted a link to that on the chat as well, and I'm going to put that in the notes so you can find it.
Yeah, so there's designers such as myself and others, Vitor Lacerda, David Terzi, David Digby, all doing demos of their designs. And then there's also, like the classic open gaming for which people can meet up for the games. And Paul's doing some stream stuff and some charity raffles as well.
Yeah.
So he has a sign-up sheet on...
GridCon,
I think the best place is the Facebook group for GridCon, and you can access it there and you can see who's offering what. So you can see if you want to try Swatch out and you want me to teach you, then you can find a slot on Friday or Saturday and pop your name down for it.
Cool. Then have you got any other streams other than that planned?
So I haven't got a firm date for it, but I will be streaming with Jay Austin of Meeple's People's Circus as well.
Oh, nice.
Sometime in the next week or so. Yeah, so we'll have another one coming up soon.
And then, if you guys want to watch the Gaming Rules stream that was on Friday, that's on that YouTube channel there as well. So you can check that out. And I'll put this stream onto my YouTube channel as well in the next few days. I always tend to edit them a little bit and then put them on there so they stay on there, because on Twitch they disappear after, I think, 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so try and keep them there. But no, it was a great pleasure. Thanks very much, Scott. And
yeah, thanks very much for inviting me. I'm glad you wanted to play and got in contact with me. It was great fun to play with you.
Yeah, I mean, I always wanted to do something with you, and then, as I say, I saw you on Paul Grogan's channel. I thought, oh, okay. in that case, why don't we do the same? So I'm pleased you were able to find the time and do this with us on a Monday before lunchtime. And this is also going to be the last stream from me for the foreseeable future anyway. So if I get time to do more, I will do more in the future. But this was it. So it was a nice end to that as well, to play Swatch. And if you guys, as I say, have a look on the Minerva Tabletop website for more information there as well. Get in touch with Scott for the slots this weekend, and check out the Kickstarter when that goes live as well. So yeah, I think we'll probably end it there, unless there's anything else, Scott, you wanted to say. I think we've covered everything.
No, that's all. Thanks, Jamie, for joining us.
Thank you very much. Yeah,
it was a treat to hear your voice talking to me directly instead of just casting out information on the Brainwaves podcast.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I hate to be that, but you were looking for a 3 cyan, weren't you, Scott?
I was, yeah.
You were hogging it.
Also, you're talking about color cards.
Oh my god.
That's where they were all hiding.
I was sitting on those. That was all I was sitting on.
Yeah, I think I had loads of mixed cards in my hand. You had loads of color cards.
I had loads of mixed cards as well, and a couple of swap cards, which I probably could have used if I really wanted to be really mean, but I didn't this time. So yeah, thanks to Jamie as well for being part of all these streams. That was always fun.
Thank you very much. It was amazing for having me. Thank you very much.
And yeah, as I say, if I do more in the future, I'll let you know. So we'll hopefully can do some more together. So yeah, it's a goodbye from me and Jamie and Scott in that case. So we'll see you when we see you. See me on my YouTube channel. There's actually there's not a link anymore on the screen, but if you want to go to my blog, tabletopgamesblog.com, there's also links to my Twitter and my articles, my YouTube and everything there. But that's really all for me. Thanks very much, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, Jamie. See you later.
Thank you very much.
Bye, Scott. Okay, bye.
Bye.